And welcome back into Lexington, Tennessee. Raywood Field inside of Guy B. Amos Park. Lewis Maddox and Clayton Harris on the Front Porch Sports Radio Network for game number 4 of a quadruple header here on our sports network from the Front Porch here in Lexington, Tennessee. It'll be Lexington, the home team, playing against Nolensville. This has been the most highly anticipated matchup of the night, and it's finally here, game 4, between these two powerhouse Little League programs. And we'll see it go down here just momentarily. This broadcast presented by the Ayers Foundation, and today we shine a light on the Ayers Foundation Trust, an incredible nonprofit based in Parsons that's transforming rural Tennessee. Founded in 1999 by Jim Ayers, who wanted no student in his hometown to be denied higher education due to cost. The trust places full-time college access counselors in 33 high schools across 21 rural counties. These counselors begin supporting students as early as 8th grade, guiding them on career paths, college applications, FAFSA, and scholarships all the way through graduation and into post-secondary success. The results speak volumes. A 5 times greater increase in college enrollment than the statewide average, a 93 to 97% FAFSA completion rate, and a $186 million in scholarships awarded. And just last month, they've expanded into 7 more economically distressed counties, bringing support to nearly 40 rural high schools. Beyond education, the Trust is building a stronger rural Tennessee through initiatives like Come Home Tennessee, recruiting businesses, remote work, and entrepreneurial hubs like their center in Parsons. And there's even a new podcast from the Trust, 10 Talks, sharing inspiring stories of leadership and community uplift. With nearly 20,000 students supported over 25 years, this is more than a foundation, it's a movement, ensuring rural Tennesseans not only earn degrees, but come back to build thriving local economies. If you believe in opportunity for all Tennessee students, head to ayersfoundationtrust.org to learn how you can help learn, grow, succeed. The Ayers Foundation is the title sponsor for today's broadcast and the broadcast throughout the week here from Lexington, Tennessee in the 12U state tournament. And we can't thank them enough. They do amazing work. And hope that you guys will look into them more and invest in what they're trying to do. Lewis Maddox and Clayton Harris for the Front Porch Sports Radio Network. Pitch number 1 coming up momentarily. Coaches of Nolensville and Lexington meeting at home plate at the moment. We'll take a quick timeout before pitch number 1 comes down. It's Nolensville and Lexington here in Game 4 on the Front Porch Sports Radio Network.
It's the Make This the Summer Ram sales event at Helms Motor Company. Come check out our huge selection of Ram 2500s and 1500s on our lot. Make this the summer you get the Ram you've been looking for at Helms Motor Company in Lexington. Or
see your next Ram truck at helmsmotor.com.
Helms Motor Company in Lexington is extending their employee pricing program with Employee Pricing Plus. Right now, Jeep customers can get low employee pricing plus tremendous cashback incentives on the huge selection of Jeeps at Helms Motor Company in Lexington. Or
find your next Jeep at helmsmotor.com.
Peck. Gavin Monoма. Avon Garrett. Ben Hackett.
Welcome back in to Raywood Field inside of Guy B. Amos Park. Lewis Maddox and Clayton Harris for the Front Porch Sports Radio Network. Game 4 of 4. Quadruple header here on the Front Porch Sports Radio Network. This one between Lexington and Nolensville. Nolensville, the visiting team, and Lexington in their hometown of Lexington will be the home team in Game 4 here tonight. Be Webb on the mound for Lexington. This should be a fantastic matchup. Two teams that were looked on as really the two most talented teams in this tournament. And we're going to see them face-to-face here on day number 1 from Lexington, Tennessee. It's a 7-5 win for Gallatin over Daniel Boone in game number 3. And here in game 4 should be a doozy. Fuller behind home plate.
You know, Lewis, they do a coin flip to determine who's going to be guest and who's going to be home. And it's my understanding that yesterday during the coaches meeting, they went ahead and just did a coin flip for all the games today so everybody knew. Nolensville won the toss and elected to be the away team. Very interesting.
Very interesting. You usually do want to be the home team, so you have that last opportunity if you want it. First pitch from Webb is right down the middle for strike 1 to the shortstop Colt Peck, wearing number 6 for Nolensville tonight. He swings through the second pitch, and he's quickly down 0-2 in the count. And he swings through pitch 3. It's a 1-2-3 at bat for the Nolensville leadoff man Colt Peck, and there's one away in the top of the first.
Now to bat number 18, Avon Garrett.
Avon Garrett, the next man up for Nolensville. Second baseman wearing number 18. Now the first pitch from Webb will come in high for ball 1. One away top of the first inning between Nolensville and Lexington. One away, the 1-0 pitch. Just a hair inside. Count now 2-0. Avon Garrett. Tucker Webb slings one down the middle. It's swung through by Garrett this time, and now a 2-1 count. Another swing through. Even count now for Garrett, 2-2. Another swing through. 2 straight punch outs for Tucker Webb to start the evening. And there's 2 away in the top of the first inning.
Well, if you're Lexington, could not have asked for a better start.
Now to bat number 13, Luke Tomlinson.
Up comes Luke Tomlinson, the first baseman wearing number 13. He'll be followed by Gavin Minima, Madden Webster, Port Burton, Colin Gamillion, rather. Strike comes down from Webb. It's an 0-1 count. And it goes Gavin Getzlaff in left field. McLeod is behind home plate. This one fouled away by Garrett. Ben Hackett, Jacob McCauley, I believe. And then Bryson Lithnesai is the right fielder for Nolensville. It's an 0-2 count for Garrett. Pitch from Webb goes outside for ball number 1. It's a 1-2 count for the Nolensville second baseman, Avon Garrett.
And, Lewis, I want to remind all of our viewers, I posted a link on our page to YouTube, as that ball's fouled off. If for some reason Facebook disconnects, click that link on YouTube. What we've realized is that YouTube does not drop out. But once all that traffic hits Facebook all at once,
can't handle it.
It just does not handle it well.
Here's a 1-2 pitch from Tucker Webb. Goes high and away. Even count now 2-2 to Garrett. Still 2 away top of the first inning. Just getting started in this nightcap matchup between Nolensville and Lexington. Swung through by Tomlinson. 3 straight punch outs to start the ball game for Tucker Webb, and that's how the side is retired. We head to the bottom of the first inning. No hits, no runs, and nobody left on for Nolensville. All tied up, 0-0 going into the bottom of the first. This is the Front Porch Sports Radio Network.
It's the Make This the Summer Ram sales event at Helms Motor Company. Come check out our huge selection of Ram 2500s and 1500s on our lot. Make this the summer you get the Ram you've been looking for at Helms Motor Company in Lexington. Or
See your next Ram truck at HelmsMotor.com.
Back for the 12U state tournament in Lexington, Tennessee. Lexington
First up to bat for
sat down Nolensville in order. 3 straight strikeouts from Tucker Webb in the top of the first. And now they'll get their chance in the bottom of the first to step up to the plate for the first time. It's the catcher Ryan Fuller, leadoff man for Lexington. The first pitch from Gavin Minima comes in on the outside corner for strike 1. Outside pitch this time, and it's a 1-1 count for Rylan Fuller. Raylan Fuller. 1-1 the count. Like a little bit of a curve that time for Minima, but it stayed high. And Fuller with a 2-1 count. Offering from Minima, this time coming in inside. The count now 3-1. Pitch from Minima, sent towards second base. It's going to be scooped up at that point. The throw over to first is on target and in time for out number 1 here in the bottom of the first inning. Luke Tomlinson making the grab at first. Throw over from Garrett at second. One away, bottom of 1. And up comes a shortstop, Caleb Woodward.
now to bat number 12, Caleb Woodward.
Minima did not get the signal to throw one down yet. It was a good pitch, but it doesn't count. As Woodward will now step into the box. On the right-hand side, first pitch from Minima is right down the middle for strike 1. Here's the 0-1 offering. Goes outside, even count 1-1. The shortstop for Lexington, Caleb Woodward. Just a hit. Oh, caught on the outside corner that time.
A little delay there.
Yeah, now 1-2 for Woodward. And right down the middle on the 1-2. Woodward watched it go by, and it's a punch out for Minima. Now 2 away in the bottom of the first inning. Easton Allen up next, the third baseman for Lexington, wearing number 10.
Now to bat number 10, Easton Allen.
Two away, bottom of the first. One strikeout so far for Minima. Swung through by Allen that time. An 0-1 count. Pitch from Minima, paints the outside corner for strike two. And Allen quickly down 0-2. Two away, bottom of the first inning. 0-2 count on Easton Allen. Offering for Minima, called on the outside corner. Both sides sitting each other down in order. It's a strikeout for Easton Allen. No score as we head to the top of the second inning of play. This is the Front Porch Sports Radio Network. Tucker Webb still on the mound for Lexington. 3 strikeouts as he sat down Nolensville in order in the top of the first. He'll face off against fellow pitcher for Nolensville, Gavin Minima, who's leading things off here in the top of the second. His first pitch is swung through by Minima, an 0-1 count.
And Lewis, it looks like to me this is going to be a pitcher's duel.
Yes. This one put down the first base line, scooped up at that point. They'll throw back to Webb, who taps the bag for out number 1 here in the top of the second inning. It's a close call right there. Minima had some wheels going down the first baseline. But Webb got there just in time.
Now to bat number 25, Madden
Replay showed
Webster.
they got it right. Tell you, pitcher for Lexington drove here too, man. He's got long legs.
And so did Madden Webster.
Absolutely.
This guy is all of 6'3" as a 12-year-old, and he just showed it right there as that's a ground rule double. Just casually on the first pitch, Madden Webster. The double to open up his night, first plate appearance. There's a man on for Nolensville here in the top of the second inning. First hit of the ball game.
He's a big boy.
Now to bat number 31, Port Burton.
Up comes the third baseman, Port Burton. Number 31, his first plate appearance. One-way top of the second. Here's Tucker Webb's pitch to him, and it's going to be drilled out for a hit into right field. That'll get down. Webster is rounding third and will head for home. A throw in is not going to be in time as Webster slides in. It's an RBI double for Port Burton, the third baseman, and Nolensville takes the lead here in the top of the second. It's 1-0 over Lexington. Still one away, top of the second inning.
Number 32, Colin Gamillion.
And here's Colin Gamillion. Playing in center field for Nolensville tonight. Batting in the 7th spot, wearing number 32. Pitch from Webb. Gamillion fouls it away out of play on the first base side for strike one. Lewis Maddox and Clayton Harris for the Front Porch Sports Radio Network out of Columbia, Tennessee. This broadcast sponsored by the Ayers Foundation Trust. As a dribbler over to Webb, and the throw is off the mark to first. Gamillion heading towards second as Burton comes in from second and scores. It's now 2-0 Nolensville with one away in the top of the second inning. Got to score that one down as an error as it was bobbled by Webb trying to get it over to first base, and he's going to have a conversation with his coach and the rest of the infield in the grass on the right-hand side of the mound. 2-0 Nolensville on top of Lexington with one away in the top of the second inning. Nolensville to this point, 2 hits and 2 runs scored. With their 4 through 7 batters, after going 3 straight strikeouts in the top of the first with their 1-2-3. Here's the left fielder, Gavin Getzlaff. Colin Gamillion on second base for Nolensville. First pitch from Webb. It's going to be a bunt and going to play foul as Braylon Fuller tried to locate that ball, but it was right above his head and he could not locate it. It's an 0-1 count for Getzlaff. Here's the 0-1 from Webb, put into play, shooting out past second base and into center field. Gamillion rounding third. A throw home is not going to be in time. Gamillion comes in and scores. It's now 3-0. Nolensville on top of Lexington as Getzlaff slides back into first, and they tried to come back and get him, trying to go to second. So he remains at first base, but it's now 3-0 Nolensville. One away in the top of the second.
It would have been a close play. It's a play. The catcher or the pitcher cut off the throw. I don't think he would have gotten him. So probably the right call there, but Nolensville getting 3 runs here in the second.
Jam McLeod now up the catcher for Nolensville. Got a 1-0 count. Here's the second pitch from Webb. And he swings through. Now an even count. 1-1 as a throw down to first. Not in time, trying to pick off Getzlaff, who had a lead. 1-1 the count to McLeod. Pitch from Webb outside. Now a 2-1 count. As the lights are trying to come on here in Lexington. A big wall cloud out in left field has completely covered the sun and made it disappear in the matter of minutes in between games 3 and 4 as that pitch comes in inside. It's now a 3-1 count for Jam McLeod. Pitch put into play, going towards third. They'll try and turn 2. Can't do it in time as McLeod gets over to first base. They do get the out at second. Getzlaff. Now 2 away in the top of the second inning. And out comes Ben Hackett. Hackett wears the number 42. And McLeod, the catcher, will get a courtesy runner with 2 outs on first.
Which is the only time you're allowed to use a courtesy runner is with 2 outs for your catcher.
Thought pitcher too. Can you use it for your pitcher?
I don't think so. Not in Little League. I could be wrong. If I am, send a
yeah, let us know.
Yeah,
I don't know either.
Send a chat. We got folks watching from Hawaii.
Wow, that's cool. Well, aloha.
Absolutely.
And hello. 0-1 the count to Hackett. So you watch one go by from Webb. This one skips across the plate. Evens the count out 1-1 now for Ben Hackett. Extra hitter in the lineup today for Nolensville. The 3-0 lead in the top of the second inning.
Whoop.
Tucker Webb's pitch. It's high and in. Now a 2-1 count.
He's got some zip on that ball, Lewis. I'm
Yes,
telling
he
you, he
does.
can throw it. He's built like a quarterback.
Fouled away this time by Hackett. Evens the count back out at 2-2. Getzlaff is the man at first base, courtesy running for McLeod. 2-2 pitch is put into play, going towards short, and it's off the glove of Webb trying to make a play for it. But the throw from Allen over to first, Rogers stretches out, and they're still able to make the play. But a successful top of the second for Nolensville. 3 runs off of 3 hits. They leave a man on, but they lead it 3-0 over Lexington as we head to the bottom of 2. This is the Front Porch Sports Radio Network.
Hi, I'm Robert Rogers at Parks Motor Sales Buick GMC.
And I'm Michael Parks Lawrence at Parks Motor Sales Buick GMC.
Together, we're Mr. Bobby Parks' grandsons, and we run his dealership.
Back in the bottom of the second, it's Tucker Webb up for Lexington. Pitcher duel volume 2 as Minima throws in a strike on the outside corner for pitch 1 here in the second inning of work. This time Webb makes contact but fouls it down the third base line. It's now an 0-2 count for Tucker Webb. Nolensville on top 3-0 over Lexington here in the bottom of the second inning. Minima's pitch fouled away by Webb this time, straight back and into the net. We'll stay at 0-2.
Getting comments from some guy named Lee Maddox. You ever heard of him?
I don't know. 0-2 pitch for Minima is outside for ball 1. I was trying to think of something to say, and I couldn't. So, yeah, I just don't know him.
Lee, he's doing well.
1-2 is the count put into play by Webb going over to short, and the throw to first is in time for out 1 in the bottom of the second inning. Luke Tomlinson stretching out, making that grab at first base. The throw from Colt Peck at shortstop.
Now to bat number 2, Walker Goodman.
Here comes Walker Goodman, an extra hitter in the lineup. Or actually, I don't have the positions. I don't have anything listed, and that usually tells me that it's an extra hitter. But
Well, when they went to the rule change where everybody bats, a lot of these coaches have just not even worried about filling it out, but you at least got to put your pitcher and catcher down.
yeah, I didn't get that, but we figured it out. Fuller and Tucker Webb. Center fielder is Goodman.
Number 8.
There's a strike from Minima that time, an 0-2 count.
On the field, not jersey number.
Wonder if he has any relation to Saul. Put into play, going towards second, and it's off the leg of the second baseman, Garrett.
Good hard hit.
Even Garrett took one off the shin right there. Goes down as an error, but a man on base for Lexington, down by 3 here in the bottom of the second.
Now to bat number 5, Cannon Rogers.
Here's the first baseman, Cannon Rogers.
They're gonna let that second baseman, man. He took a lick off. They're letting him walk around for a second.
That's a good thing. When he got up and re-corralled that baseball, or tried to, he had a little bit of a limp. Here's Briley's brother, Cannon Rogers. Pitch goes outside. Briley is our PA announcer. I was just informed that Cannon is her little brother. So, first baseman has a 1-0 count. This time a curveball for Minima.
And like
Ends up right down the seam.
Like you, Lou, she's gonna. I think didn't you say you're gonna be a junior this year at UT Martin? So we got UT. All we're missing
Everywhere you look,
except UT Southern. We don't have anybody from UT Southern up here.
Everywhere you look.
What?
Everywhere you look, UT.
Oh, okay.
You don't know about that?
Yeah, I guess. Ooh.
Fouled away by Rogers this time. A 1-2 count for the Lexington first baseman.
Yeah, I went to Martin a couple of times and visited a place called Cadillacs.
I'm not familiar, but with the reaction I just got out of the 3 people sitting in here with the booth with me, that seems like the place to be in Martin, Tennessee.
There's a picture of my cousin above the bar on a horse inside the bar.
Oh, well, that sounds like a fun time. Swing and a miss by Rogers. Strikes out for Minima for out number 2 in the bottom of the second. Still a man on for Lexington. And now their final out here in the bottom of 2.
Now to bat number 6, Jackson Johnson.
Now comes Jackson Johnson. Batting in the 7th spot, wearing number 6. Strike comes down for Minima. 0-1 count to Johnson. As Walker Goodman, the center fielder, is still the lone man on for Lexington at first base. This one put into play, going towards second. Scooped up at that point, and the throw over to Peck at second. Gets out the lead man, Goodman, and retires the second inning of play. Nolensville on top, 3-0 as we head to the top of the 3rd inning. This is the Front Porch Sports Radio Network. Top of the third inning from Lexington, Tennessee, the 12U state tournament right here on the Front Porch Sports Radio Network. Game 4 of a quadruple header here on our airwaves. Lewis Maddox and Clayton Harris on the call for Nolensville and Lexington. It's a Nolensville 3-0 lead as we begin play in the top of the third inning. All broadcasts this week are sponsored by the Ayers Foundation Trust, so a big thank you to them. It's a pitch from
all of our amazing sponsors from all across the state, particularly here in West Tennessee and Lexington, and all the way over to Morristown, up to Murray County.
And up right now is Trip Sanders is up right now for, I'm sorry, I messed up again. It's Jacob McCauley who is up for Nolensville, number 99. He fouls one away there. He's got a 1-2 count.
Nolensville's in these dark green jerseys, almost like a camo type deal with black numbers. Very tough to see.
1-2 from Webb is fouled away by McCauley. We'll stay at 1-2. It also helps when you're not reading the Lexington roster.
Yes, that helps as well.
So that one was, I'll put that one on myself. 3 runs scored in the top of the second for Nolensville. And McCauley swings through on the 1-2, and he's out 1 in the top of 3. Baseball is all numbers.
Absolutely.
Did you hear that sentence that I just uttered right there?
Yes, I did.
It's pretty wild when something like that happens. 1 away in the top of the third inning.
Now to bat number 24, Bryson Lithmasai.
It's the 4th strikeout for Tucker Webb in the ball game. Here's Bryson Lithmasai, the right fielder. He squares around to bunt. The pitch goes right across the outside part of the plate for strike 1. Last man up in the lineup for Nolensville is Lithmasai as another strike comes down from Tucker Webb. And the count now 0-2 to the Nolensville right fielder.
Webb can absolutely bring it.
This time the pitch goes high. Count now 1-2. Bryson Lithmasai. Same location on that pitch from Webb. High ball in the outer part of the plate.
I think I was a middle school football coach in this area. I'd put a football in Webb's hand and see what he could do with it.
Hopefully somebody already has, because that's just a waste of talent. If not, this one is popped down the third base line and into left field, but foul. So Lithmasai will stay with a 2-2 count. Surely he's the quarterback at Lexington Middle School. You would think, right?
If he isn't, I think he could be.
2-2 count. Pitch goes high on outside. It's now 3-2 to Bryson Lithmasai. 1 away, top of the third inning. Nolensville with a 3-0 lead. Lights still trying to come on here as the field grows darker.
It's the tint.
There's tint on our window. I can't figure it out today. Lithmasai walks and trots down to first base. A man is on for Nolensville. 1 away in the top of the third.
Now to bat number 6, Cole Peck.
It's the first walk that Tucker Webb has issued here against Nolensville. And we're back around to the top of the lineup.
I may have Tiffany bring down that monitor from that front studio. I'm telling you, it's really neat to be able to watch it from here.
Yeah, you're lucky. I can't see it, so.
Here.
No, you're.
I will share it.
Okay. Cole Peck fouls one away. 0-1 is the count. He's 0 for 1, struck out in the top of the first. As the pitch from Webb comes in high. Count now 1-1. 1-1 offering from Webb is going to be fouled away down the right field line and out of play. Goes down as a strike. It's now 1-2. The Nolensville shortstop and leadoff man Colt Peck. Here's the 1-2 from Webb. Shot towards short. An opportunity to turn two here. As Woodard runs over and tags the bag himself. As Burke was trying to get over there. So no double play, but they do get the leadoff man, Lithmasai, at second. So Colt Peck now at first base, 2 away, top of the third inning.
Now to bat number 18, Avon Garrett.
Now comes the second baseman, Avon Garrett. Now time taken by coach for Lexington.
He's at 48. Yes, 48.
Question about Tucker Webb's pitch count.
And that is something you have to do. With the way the rules are set up, if you have got to make sure that you know the exact pitch count, because there's a lot of strategy that goes into this.
Avon Garrett struck out his first time up. Second plate appearance will start. A high ball from Tucker Webb and a 1-0 count.
After every game, these teams have to come up and initial their pitch count record sheet that the tournament keeps throughout the entire tournament. So, you know, this thing's very well monitored. Little League Baseball does not play when it comes to pitch counts and making sure that kids have the right amount of rest based on the number of pitches they throw.
1-1 pitch from Tucker Webb. Going to be shot out into left field, and the grab is made. Fantastic catch from Lexington's left fielder. And Bentley Lockhart makes that grab in left field, and that retires the side. Still 3-0. Nolensville on top of Lexington as we head to the bottom of the third inning. This is the Front Porch Sports Radio Network. Trip Sanders will be the man to lead things off for Lexington here in the bottom of the third inning. Nolensville with a 3-0 lead over the home team Lexington here in the 12U state tournament from Lexington, Tennessee. Gavin Minima still on the mound for Nolensville, and he has been lights out to this point. 3 strikeouts here to start his third frame of work. And Sanders with a big check swing. Ruled that he did go around. Goes down to strike one. And an 0-1 count for Trip Sanders. Trip, a popular name here today. We had 2 players named Trip for Daniel Boone. And now Trip Sanders. That pitch for Minima goes in the dirt for ball 1. A 1-1 count.
Well, since we're talking about Trips, let's give a shout out to our buddy back at home. Trips Ace Hardware.
Best place to go, whatever you need.
Trip Stoltz, great guy.
Trip actually fixed my weed eater, or our weed eater.
Ready to do.
About a week or 2 ago, and we were having some problems with it and took it over there, and he took care of it just like that, and now I get to weed eat more. Thank you, Tripp.
Speaking of, we need to talk after the game tonight.
Sanders swings through on the 2-2. It's a punch out for Minima, his 4th of the game. There's now 1 away here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. No, we don't need to talk after the game tonight.
Lewis, we pay well, man. Maybe.
Now to bat
Depends.
0, Maddox Burke.
Here comes number 00, Maddox Burke for Lexington. 1 away in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Minima's pitch, a curveball that time. He's got a wicked curveball.
Yes, he does. Good gosh.
He's got a lot of movement to it, especially for a 12-year-old. It's just unbelievable. But it's a strike to Burke, an 0-1 count.
I think the big thing is he throws it so hard.
That pitch called high, a 1-1 count to Burke. You can very easily see both of these pitchers playing at a high level.
Yeah.
After high school, as this one's fouled away by Burke. 1-2 count.
Well, they just gotta keep working. You know, we've seen guys over the years that maybe, weren't maybe just average or a little above average in Little League, and they blossomed into just incredible ball players.
1-2 the count to Maddox Burke, and the pitch goes outside for ball 2.
I got at Columbia Central one time by the name of Dan Ugla.
Yeah, he did all right.
He did okay, especially after that 5-year, $60 million contract he signed with Atlanta.
I'm sure he's fine.
Dan's doing well.
2-2 is the count. Here's a pitch from Minima, trying to throw that curve again, but it stayed high that time. The count runs full. Now 3-2 to Maddox Burke.
Also, a legendary quarterback at Columbia Central High School was Dan Ugla, the old wishbone offense.
Yeah, I knew that, but it just slips your mind because you don't think of it.
Played for Coach Vance Ballou.
Pitch from Minima goes outside for ball 4, and Burke will trot down to first with a free pass. 1 on for Lexington here in the bottom of the 3rd with 1 away.
There's a lot of good athletes during that era. Our friend Michael Johnson with Jones and Lang, an unbelievable baseball player. They all played football too. That's back when people liked to play football, Lewis.
Chris Pointer.
Yeah. I'm football, I love it, but man, the numbers just
going
keep
down,
dropping.
Yeah.
And I get it,
Jaden Ham, another name.
Oh, incredible.
Pitching in the Detroit Tigers organization.
Right now.
Right now.
We'll see him in Detroit
soon.
Very soon.
1-0 is the count to Bentley Lockhart, the left fielder.
Also, newly inducted Hall of Famer at Central, Eddie Pye, who played for the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Lockhart tries to lay down a bunt right there. It's a 1-1 count. All these people from Nolensville and Lexington probably wondering who we're talking about.
That's what Google's for, Lou. Baseball fans know who Dan Ugla is, I can assure you.
Well, everyone knows Dan Ugla, absolutely.
Former All-Star.
2-1 the count to Lockhart. Wearing number 27 starting out in left field for Lexington. Pitch from Minima goes outside. And it's now a 3-1 count.
Braves got a win today, didn't they, Lou?
They did.
Columbia, heard that on our station, 103.7 FM, WKRM, where you can listen to the Braves online or right there on the radio.
And were they on today? And
they were. They played this afternoon.
3-1 pitch goes in high, and it's a second straight walk from Minima. 2 now on for Lexington with 1 away in the bottom of the 3rd. And the lead run, Copeland Reed, will come to the plate. for Lexington momentarily, but after a meeting at the mound for Nolensville.
Well, look, he's pitched a great game so far. He's lost a little bit of his control. Coach, I'm sure, is trying to settle him down. You know, all these guys have game plans coming into each game in All-Stars. And the worst thing that could happen is that your game plan with your starting pitcher just gets blown up right off the bat, because then you start having to use folks that maybe you were hoping to pitch in game 2 or 3. And, you know, I'm sure their plan is they're going to let him go.
And they are.
And try to continue this thing as they want to try to preserve others for later in the tournament, depending on what happens here tonight. But we saw earlier, sometimes pulling a guy can be a really bad thing.
Don't want to do it too early and lose out on a comeback. This one fouled away on pitch 1 by Copeland Reed. The left-handed batter now up for Lexington.
Love it.
Just settle him down. This is Corbin Jose. Just settle him down. This is Corbin Jose. Called both of his little brother's games Peyton and Paxton Jose on the 10U team. And he takes the first pitch for a strike from Minima. Oh, 1 count for Corbin Jose here at the bottom of the lineup for the 12U All-Star team.
And again, right at the 57-minute mark, we lose ourselves on Facebook. I think we're going to have to put that dish up on the roof tomorrow.
I think it's a good idea. Well,
because Facebook, YouTube's still good. We're still good on YouTube if you're watching, folks. I put the link on the Facebook page. We're using Starlink. It's currently, if you're looking, it's up here by the door. We're going to put that baby on the roof in the morning.
Sounds like a plan. It's an 0-2 count to Corbin Jose. Pitch from Minima is inside for ball 1. Minima thought that was the punch out and the sealer. Thought it was his 6th strikeout of the afternoon. As he throws another ball, this time outside. Even count now to Corbin Jose, 2-2. Still with 2 on for Lexington.
And he's about to hit that 50 threshold
on this pitch. And it's called high for ball 3. Payoff pitch from Minima is right down the middle for Jose. Jose thought it was another ball and he was going to get a free pass to first base, but it's punch out number 6 for Gavin Minima, and it retires the 3rd inning of play. Nolensville still leads 3-0 as we head to the 4th. This is the Front Porch Sports Radio Network. Welcome back into Lexington. Ray Woodfield inside of Guy B. Amos Park. Lewis Maddox and Clayton Harris on the call for the Front Porch Sports Radio Network, powered by the Ayers Foundation Trust. Easton Allen now on the mound for Lexington in place of Tucker Webb. They just swapped spots. Webb now at third. Second pitch from Allen goes down low. It's a 2-0 count. The first baseman, Luke Tomlinson, who's 0 for 1 on the night with a strikeout. Third man in the lineup for Nolensville. It was a 3-0 lead on Lexington. And Allen now ahead in the count, or behind in the count, 3-0 to Tomlinson as that pitch comes in, called strike. It's now a 3-1 count to the Nolensville first baseman. Getting started in the top of the fourth inning. This one is drilled out to center field, going back and over the wall. Luke Tomlinson, a one-run home run in the top of the fourth inning. The leadoff man batting third in the lineup pushes the Nolensville lead out to 4. Nolensville now up 4-0 in the top of the fourth.
Now to bat number 8, Gavin Minima.
And up comes the pitcher, Gavin Minima. He's reached the 50 threshold, so he'll be shut down for 3 days if he comes back out in the bottom of the fourth to pitch again for Nolensville.
I'm going to bet he doesn't come back out.
I would say the same.
Which could be a mistake. You just don't ever know.
Fouls away the first pitch from Allen, is down 0-1.
Hindsight's always 20/20.
Yes, it is. Minima calls for time and steps out. Steps right back in with an 0-1 count. Pitch from Allen is down low for ball 1. This one is pushed out in right field and will get down for a knock. It'll be a single for Gavin Minima. Another man on for Nolensville with no outs in the top of the fourth inning. He's now 1 for 2 on the night. Hit a grounder to first base his first time up and was tagged out. This time he gets one down for a hit out in right field. And there's one on for Nolensville with no outs in the top of the fourth. Back up comes Madden Webster, who took the first pitch deep to center field. A one-hopper out of play for a ground rule double. And he puts this one into play off the inner part of his bat. They're going to scoop it up at first. Rogers does. And tags the bag for out number 1 here in the top of the fourth. Madden Webster does not like to be up in the batter's box for long. He's hit the ball twice on 2 pitches. Got thrown out there, but if he sees something in the area, he's going to take it. He's got a big strike zone, that's for sure.
I thought the ball was going to hit him.
I did too. It was very inside.
It jammed him. So a good pitch there by Allen.
This one goes behind Port Burton, the third baseman, for ball 1. Still 1 away, top of the fourth. Gavin Minima is the man on for Nolensville on second. Burton had a double his first time up. He squares around to bunt here as the pitch is called a strike on the outside corner. Count now 1-1 for Burton. This pitch painting the inside corner. Count now 1-2 to the Nolensville third baseman. And the offering from Allen this time goes over the head of Burton, evening up the count now 2-2. And the 2-2 pitch is going to be popped up and sent foul out of play down the first baseline will stay at 2-2. Still one away, top of the fourth inning. Nolensville on top of Lexington 4-0. Once again, the 2-2 from Easton Allen, this time going in high and inside. And it's a full count for Port Burton. Payoff pitch from Allen goes inside. Oh, he rung him up on the inside corner. Called it strike three as Burton watched it come through. It's a punch out for Easton Allen, his first of the game. And there's two away in the top of the fourth inning.
Now to bat number 32, Colin Gamillion.
And up comes Colin Gamillion. Got on by way of error his first time up. This time he'll put one into play, and it will reach left field as Minima rounds third base, loses his feet, and gets back to the bag on his knees. It's a base hit, a single for Colin Gamillion with two away in the top of the fourth. Runners on the corners for Nolensville. Already with a 4-0 lead, trying to add on.
Now to bat number 23, Gavin Getzlaff.
Back up comes Gavin Getzlaff. Had a single his first time up in the top of the second. Playing out in left field for Nolensville. He squares around a bunt. Pitch comes in low for ball one. One 0 pitch comes inside as Gamillion advances up to second base. Minima stays put on third. Two are in scoring position for Nolensville, but still a two away in the top of the fourth. Fouled away this time by Getzlaff. And the left fielder for Nolensville now with a 2-1 count. Two-one offering from Easton Allen goes outside. Actually was called on the outside corner for strike two. Even count for Gavin Getzlaff. 2-2, and here's the pitch from Allen. Swing through by Getzlaff, a drop third strike. I think he got a piece of it, and he did. Getzlaff will stay in with a 2-2 count. Just barely tapped the end of the bat there. And the 2-2 once again. This time it's going to be pinned for Lexington as Easton Allen will come out. Looks like he'll go back to third. And we will see who comes in. We'll let them warm up. It's 6-0 Nolensville. Two away, top of the fourth inning. We'll be right back. This is the Front Porch Sports Radio Network. Walker Goodman now on the mound for Lexington here in the top of the fourth inning with 2 away. Getzlaff is on second base for Nolensville. And fouling away pitch 1 is Jam McLeod, the catcher for Nolensville's 12U All-Star team. He's now down on the count 0-1. Easton Allen has shifted back over to third base. And Tucker Webb has moved over to first. This one put into play. It's a shot up through short and into left field. Another run will come around and score for Nolensville. It's an RBI single for Jam McLeod. Nolensville's now on top 7-0. Still 2 away, top of the fourth inning. McLeod now on first after that RBI single. And up comes Ben Hackett. Extra hitter in the lineup for Nolensville. Hit a grounder to third base, was thrown out by Easton Allen his first time up. He fouls off the first pitch here to go down 0-1. Here's the 0-1 from Goodman. It's going to be a shot out into right field. They're just hitting all the right spots right now as Hackett. It's another hit for Nolensville. It's a single. And the 6th hit of the inning for Nolensville here in the top of the fourth.
Now it's bat number 99, Jacob McCauley.
2 now on with 2 away in the top of the fourth as Jacob McCauley comes back up. Struck out his first time up in the top of the third. Pitch from Goodman is outside for ball 1. It's a 1-0 count to McCauley. Another low pitch this time, a 2-0 count. The extra hitter, number 99 for Nolensville. They hold a 7-0 lead over Lexington here in the top of the fourth. Wind and fire from Goodman, this time on the outside corner for strike 1. McCauley with a 2-1 count, 2 on for Nolensville. As this pitch comes in outside, count moves to 3-1 to McCauley. Walker Goodman going to try and work himself back out of this hole. 3-1 is down low, and the bases are loaded for Nolensville as McCauley trots down to first. 2 away in the top of the fourth, and Nolensville with the bases loaded. Getting down to the bottom of their lineup in Bryson Lithmasai, the right fielder, who walked his first time up in the top of the third.
Well, because of the run rules, the winning run is currently at first base.
Yes.
So
put all the pressure on Lexington in the bottom of the fourth.
Yeah, if that were to happen. Yeah, if you're Lexington, you've got to get out of this.
So 1-1 count here for Lithmasai. Pitch from Goodman, this time going outside. It's now a 2-1 count. Goodman's pitch this time on the outside corner evens the count back up. Now 2-2 to the Nolensville center fielder, Bryson Lithmasai. Bases loaded for Nolensville with 2 away in the top of the fourth. They lead it 7-0 over Lexington as this one's fouled away. Out of play on the third base side. We'll stay at 2-2. 0 for 1 with a walk in the top of the third. Here's the 2-2. Goes up high, and it's a full count for the Nolensville center fielder.
What you do not want to do is walk in a run.
No. That puts the lead run on, or the winning run on second. And that's exactly what Goodman just did. He walked in a run as Lith Masai heads to first. Jan McLeod comes in from third and scores the 8th run of the night for Nolensville, and they lead by that much as Nolensville wraps back around to the top of their lineup in Colt Peck, the shortstop.
Time will be called.
Seems like Lexington's had 2 away here in the top of the 4th for an eternity.
They have, and you know, Nolensville is just kind of spraying the ball around the park a little bit. We're really, like you mentioned earlier, just in no man's land. But you cannot walk guys in. I'm sure coaches out there trying to settle them down and say, hey, just throw strikes, let your defense back you up. Let's get out of this thing. Still a lot of baseball left to be played.
8-0 is the score. Nolensville on top of Lexington. Lewis Maddox and Clayton Harris on the call for the Front Porch Sports Radio Network.
Now to bat number 6, Colt Peck.
And Colt Peck back up for Nolensville. 0 for 2 on the night. Strikeout and a flyout in his 2 plate appearances, and one comes across his eye line for ball 1. He's got a 1-0 count. This time put down the third base line and will roll foul. Even the count up at 1. Bases are loaded for Nolensville. The 10-run advantage man is on second. It's Jacob McCauley. As this pitch comes in high. Now a 2-1 count for Colt Peck. Skips across the plate this time as Hackett thought about coming in from third, but it bounces off the backstop back to Fuller. Count now at 3-1.
This is his 20. That was his 20th pitch. So, Coach Allen may be considering, you know, if he doesn't get out of this, he may pull him and try to save him for another day.
Fouled away this time by Peck. Count runs full. Now 3-2. The Nolensville leadoff man. Very important pitch here for Lexington. 3-2 in the payoff from Walker Goodman. Comes in inside. Another run. Walks home for Nolensville. They now lead at 9-0 in the top of the 4th. That's 3 straight walks for Lexington, and another meeting and a more than likely another pitching change for Lexington here.
Yeah, and I just, for Coach Allen, I don't think you have an option. You got to. Surely you can get somebody else to come in here and you know, again, a lot of pressure on these kids. They're 12 years old. This is they're being. You look at the crowd at this place. Is half of Lexington's here, and Nolensville obviously
along with the rest of the state.
Yeah, brings a big crowd, and sometimes it's just not your night. And fortunately, though, with him pulling him right there, he will be available as early as tomorrow.
It's 9-0. Nolensville on top of Lexington here in the top of the 4th inning. Two away, but the base is still loaded. And the 10-run advantage man is at third. It's Jacob McCauley. So if he comes home, all the pressure will be on Lexington in the bottom of the 4th to score a run.
At least one.
Or the game will be over. But that won't matter if they can just get this out right here and go in and get back to work. This broadcast being sponsored and presented by the Ayers Foundation Trust out of Parsons, Tennessee, and working all over the place in Tennessee to help out making sure that kids that want to go to college and have worked to get to that point won't be denied that opportunity because of cost. We appreciate what they do, and we appreciate them getting their name out there and supporting youth athletics here on the Front Porch Sports Radio Network. Nolensville on top 9-0, like we stated. It's going to be Corbin Jose coming in to pitch for Lexington when we return and resume play in the top of the 4th inning. And the first man he will face will be the second baseman, Avon Garrett, who will be trying to bring around another run and give Nolensville a 10-run advantage here in this ball game.
Now to bat number 18, Avon Garrett.
Avon Garrett is the only 11-year-old. Excuse me. Corbin Jose is the only 11-year-old on the 12U team for Lexington. He's now on the mound trying to get them out of a sticky situation here as this ball is going to be shot towards third. And Easton Allen will pick it up and tap the bag for out number 3. So Lexington does get by, and they get out of the top of the 4th. It's 9-0 Nolensville. 6 runs off of 6 hits. Bases left loaded for Nolensville as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. This is the Front Porch Sports Radio Network.
Helms Motor Company in Lexington is extending their employee pricing program with Employee Pricing Plus. Right now, Jeep customers can get low employee pricing plus tremendous cashback incentives on the huge selection of Jeeps at Helms Motor Company in Lexington, or
Find your next Jeep at HelmsMotor.com.
This is David Usselton with Usselton Automotive, located in Columbia, Tennessee. We service all foreign and domestic vehicles. We take pride in our work, and we don't cut 50,000-mile warranty and loaner.
Back in Lexington, Tennessee for the 12U State Tournament. Lewis Madison, Clayton Harris on the Front Porch Sports Radio Network. Gavin Minima is still on the mound for Nolensville. So he will stay out and be shut down.
This had to be part of their strategy, Lewis.
They must have something more in their back pocket as this one is shot towards second. And the throw over to first is in time to Tomlinson for out number 1 here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Now up is going to be the shortstop, Caleb Woodward. One away in the bottom of the 4th. Lexington trying to cut into this 9-0 Nolensville lead. As the pitch from Minima that time comes in low, it's ball 1 and a 1-0 count to Woodward.
Did you see the prices of those Jeeps on that commercial?
I did not. Were they good?
Yeah, like a 2024 model for like $31,000.
That is fantastic.
That is fantastic. I can assure you, you're not going to find that price in Columbia.
No, you won't.
I don't care.
Woodward with a 3-1 count.
If you're
the
looking
pitch comes inside.
Looking for a Jeep, head over to Lexington, I'm telling you.
That sounds like the place to do it.
Any Dodge, Jeep, Ram, or Fiat, head to Lexington, Tennessee, I'm telling you.
And that's Helms.
Helms, absolutely.
Love it.
I love it too.
Here's Easton Allen, the third baseman. 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout. Takes the first pitch for a strike, and he's inning. And a man on for Lexington.
Has Columbia still got a Dodge Jeep dealership?
They do.
Oh. Hadn't heard anything out of them in a while. Wasn't sure.
Pitch for Minima, swung through by Allen. And he's a punch out. Another one for Minima, his seventh of the game. There's now 2 away here in the bottom of the 4th inning.
They used to do this thing called Strive to Drive where they would give cars away to seniors.
That's not a thing anymore?
It's not. I think the Hyundai and Ford dealership in Columbia now do that.
Tucker Webb takes pitch 1 outside for ball 1. He hit a grounder to short and was thrown out his first time up in the bottom of the 2nd. Second plate appearance here. He's got a 1-0 count. Fouls it away. Straight back for strike 1. It's a 1-1 count. 2 away, bottom of the 4th. A man on for Lexington at first. It's Caleb Woodward, the shortstop. Pitch from Minima. Another curveball. Paints the inside corner. And you saw that from Webb right there. He thought it was going to hit him in the head. And it comes back in. And
look at the replay of this thing.
1-2 pitch. Goes down low. And it comes right down the middle. Webb watched it go by. It's another punch out, the 8th of the night for Minima. As we retire the 4th inning of play, it's 9-0 Nolensville as we head to the top of 5. This is the Front Porch Sports Radio Network. Welcome back into Lexington. 9-0 Nolensville on top of Lexington here in the top of the 5th inning. As Corbin Jose will start his first full frame of work. And he's got some to do. 9-run deficit for Lexington puts them in a tough spot.
And a big shout out to our friends at Columbia Power and Water System sponsoring today's game. You just saw they offer fiber internet. It's fantastic. Check those guys out. Thanks to Chris Yao and all the folks there at Columbia Power and Water for sponsoring us. If you still want to get on this broadcast, reach out to Lewis. Lewis, you can give out your numbers.
Yes, 931-982-0106, and you can be a part of this broadcast for the rest of the week if you want to, for not that much money, to get your name out there to people all across the state of Tennessee. It's a 2-0 count here to Luke Tomlinson, who hit a home run, the leadoff man in the 4th inning of play for Nolensville in the top of the 4th. And Nolensville just came up one batter short of batting around in the top of the 4th. So Tomlinson leads off in both the 4th and the 5th inning. And he has a 3-0 count here. The hands of Corbin Jose. It's 1 for 2 on the night. A strikeout, a home run. Sounds like Bo Jackson. Puts this one into play off the leg of Jose, and it will get out into right center field. Go down as a single for Luke Tomlinson. And that was a hard shot off of the shin of Jose. And he is down on the mound for Lexington. Hopefully nothing more than a stinger on the shin right there, and he'll be all right.
Yeah, that thing shot off that shin there and took out towards right field. Got to give the kid credit, though. He's getting back up.
The only 11-year-old on the 12U roster for Lexington is back up and will take a couple of practice pitches. Get himself back in
Good display
that mode.
of sportsmanship right there, worth replaying.
Absolutely. As Tomlinson comes over and gives Jose a little term of endearment. Make sure he's all right.
As you mentioned, Lou, he's the only 11-year-old on this Lexington team.
Yeah.
Now it's bat number 8, Gavin Minima.
Up comes Gavin Minima, also 1 for 2 on the night. Ground out at first base and then a single his last time up in the top of the 4th inning. His 3rd plate appearance tonight. No outs in the top of the 5th and a man on first. Pitch from Jose, and it's swung through by Minima. 0-1 is the count. Now the 0-1 pitch from Jose, shot straight up in the air in foul territory down right field, and it's going to bounce. Tucker Webb, it was still in the field of play in foul territory. Webb had a shot at it and lost it. It fell harmlessly to the grass here in Lexington, and it's an 0-2 count now for pitcher for Nolensville, Gavin Minima. Pitcher and the cleanup batter. It's a big-time role.
Yes, it is.
0-2 from Jose. It's going to be popped foul once again, this time out of play. We'll stay at 0-2. Once again, the 0-2 pitch, this time popped up into shallow right field. Under it is Burke, and he makes the grab for out number 1 in the top of the 5th. And back up comes Madden Webster.